This is Laura. On yesterday's show, the audience voted on which of these three men would be best for her. Today, you'll find out who she chose as her date. And this is Alfred. He thinks the sexiest part of a woman is her mind. Which of these women did he choose? Which will our audience choose? Today on Love Connection, you'll find out who they picked, who the audience picks, and everything that happened on their dates. Now here to tell us more about Love Connection is our host, Chuck Willery.
Thank you, everybody, and welcome to Love Connection, where we've got a new way for singles to meet. Here's how it works. Now, we've compiled a videotape library of more than 1,000 attractive and available single people. We select some of those singles and show them 3 videotapes. They choose the one that they're most attracted to, go out on a date. Then they come here and they tell us what happened on their date. Now, to begin with, we're going to meet a woman who selected a date from our video library. She's been single for 6 years. She says her parents told her not to get married, and they were right. Please welcome Laura DeStory. Hi, Laura. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Now, yesterday we found out that you were married very young, 16 as I remember. Now, you also learned that you sell beer. We also learned that you sell beer. That's kind of an unusual job for a woman to do. How did you get that?
It was something I decided to do. I used to drive a truck and go into stores and deliver certain things for stores. And I saw liquor salesmen come in and spend about 10 minutes with the store clerks and leave and not have to lift anything or do anything physical. They were making better money than I was, everything. I figured, why can't I do that? And so I went for it.
You're kind of well, you are an attractive young woman.
Well,
do you find that men are kind of surprised that you sell beer?
They're very surprised. But I haven't had any problems with these people. It's always very favorable.
Yeah, I would think so.
They like the change.
I would think so. Listen,
but they're all very gentlemen.
I'm sure they are. Why don't we bring everybody up to date on what happened yesterday? Now, we showed the audience Laura's 3 choices, and they voted on which one they thought was best for her. And let's take a look at them again, okay? First, there was David. He's a convention coordinator. He's 27. Then Alan. He's a 28-year-old accountant. Finally, Brian, a 26-year-old musician. The audience vote was recorded yesterday, and we'll get to that later, but right now we're going to find out who Laura chose. Who did you choose?
I chose Brian.
Brian. Okay, now in Love Connection, we get both sides of the story. Brian's backstage. Let's say hello to Brian Sim. Hi, Brian.
Hey, Chuck, how you doing?
I'm fine. Would you say that your date went smoothly, Brian?
No, it kind of got off to a little bit of a crazy start. I had met a girl named Lori a few nights before Laura had called. So Lori was calling me, and at about this time, Laura had started to call me, and I was avoiding all of their calls because Lori was shaped like a potato. No, not Laura.
Well, Laura, why don't you tell us about your date, okay?
Well, at first I was a little put off and wondering, why isn't this guy returning my calls?
Yeah.
Well, finally he does, but he returns it at work. And my sister, Andrea, is a receptionist at work, so she answered his call.
I see.
And on the way to work that morning, I was explaining to Andrea, my sister, that I had a date with a fella, and she thought that I meant Brian.
Yeah?
So when Brian called and said, "Hi, I'm Brian," she goes, "Oh, Brian, yeah, you're the one that has a date with my sister tonight."
Yes.
And named the restaurant.
Yes.
And so he thought he had this date with me, but he didn't. I was really there with somebody else.
Did you ever go out?
Oh, yes, we did.
Good. Tell us about it.
Brian met me at my home and picked me up, and we went to the races, of all things.
Oh, great.
And it was a nice little restaurant that I had heard it was a very nice
And we
restaurant.
broke even,
inside
too.
the racetrack.
What, Brian?
We broke even.
You broke even.
Oh, you can bet while you're there having dinner.
Uh-huh. How was
And
dinner?
Dinner was really quite bad. It was like what you'd get, at any fast food place, even though this was supposed to be a nice place. There were flies all over the place. There was even a dragonfly, a huge dragonfly flying through the place. 2 men got in a fist fight right in front of us.
2 men got in a fist fight?
I don't know, it was probably some money.
Rocky IV.
What happened next, Laura?
Well, then we decided to split this joint. Yeah, it was quite nice. We were talking and getting to know each other. We were both a little jittery all evening long, especially
Well,
since
after
things
this
weren't
opening,
going real well.
Don't blame you. I'd be jittery, too.
No, I think we both liked each other, all evening long. We were still just a little tense.
How did it actually end?
Well, he took me back to my apartment. It was a gentleman, didn't force his way in or anything. I knocked on the door. He had already kissed me goodnight.
How nice.
I knocked on the door for my sister to let me in. She
Yeah.
opens the door, assuming that I'm going to be alone, knowing that it's me, totally nude. So
It's a great ending, you know.
It was actually, you know. Kind of didn't know what I was in for.
I don't know what he saw, but I saw it, and I saw the expression on her face. Poor thing.
Let's take a look and see who the audience voted for, okay? Oh, yes, big. 48%, I think. Well, Laura, we picked up the tab for your first date. If you want to go out with Brian again, we'll pick up the tab for that date. Would you like to do that?
That would be very nice.
Yeah, Brian, are you up for another date with Laura? Come on out. Oh, dear, that's hysterical, the way you guys finally got together. I'm surprised that you even want to try this again. But maybe you need to. You at least need another shot at it.
Well, I know who's calling this time.
That's right. We have a nice gift for both of you. Thank you for being on the show and sharing your day with us. Hope to hear from you again soon. Listen, we're going to come right back with another couple in just a minute. Stay with us. All right, we're back. This time, let's meet a man who chose a date from our video library. He was raised in New York City, loves tennis, and says that most women are uninteresting. Please welcome Alfred Pariser. Alfred. You think most women are uninteresting? You better defend yourself on this.
I think that most women tend to be a little insecure and tend to somewhat lead prejudicial lives.
You really think so?
I just probably haven't met the right ones.
How old a man are you?
43.
Think you ever might get married again?
Oh, sure. I like marriage. I think I enjoy the sharing of marriage.
Okay. Well, now we know a little bit more about you. We're going to show you a portion of the tapes that Alfred saw, okay? So watch very closely because you're going to get to vote again. Now, first, there was Stacy. She's from California. She likes the theater, and she's dated men all over the world.
Well, I'm myself no matter where I go. I have my limits. And you just have to get that across to them. You're not the freewheeling, open woman's liver in the United States that they think most Americans are. You have to get across to them, hey, I'm different. I'm not like that. And you have to let them know most people are not like that.
And next there was Norma. Now, she was raised in Pennsylvania. She likes to take long walks, and she says that being attractive can be a problem.
What men tell me that I'm attractive, and it gets to be a problem. Sometimes they don't want to have conversations. They don't want to do anything. They want the dessert before the dinner. It gets to be a problem. I don't know whether it's always worthwhile being attractive. I'm making the best of it because I don't have any limits.
Finally, you watched Terry. Now, she used to be a professional auto racer. She loves Disneyland, and here's what she had to say.
I'm 5'10", and with shoes on, I'm almost 6 foot tall. So a lot of men are shorter than me. It's not important that they be as tall as I am. I'm attracted to all types. I like to know somebody before I go to bed with them. Sometimes that can be accomplished in one night, and sometimes not at all.
Okay, now before we find out who Alfred chose this date, let's see all three women once again. Okay, first, there was Stacy. Now, she's a 30-year-old flight attendant. Then Norma, an art restorer who's 43. Finally, Terry, she's an executive secretary, and she's 33. Okay, audience, it's time to vote again. You've met Alfred. You've seen his choices. Who do you think is best for Alfred? Here in the studio and at home, too. Please make your choice right now. Okay, we're going to take a break, and when we return, we're going to find out who you selected and everything that happened on their date. We'll be right back.
J.D. Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. And to celebrate, you can now get in one of these award-winning SUVs with 0% APR for 60 months. The all-new turbocharged Nissan Murano, the rugged Nissan Pathfinder, and the best-selling Nissan Rogue. Visit Nissan today and drive away in an award-winning SUV.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano.
We're lucky. We have a lot of great hometown teams here in North Texas. And their winning spirit also drives your hometown personal injury law team. Lawn Car Lion Jenkins. Hurt and don't know where to turn? We'll fight to get you back to work and back to life.
And we never get paid until you do.
Because when it comes to our playbook,
luck has nothing to do with it.
you're in strong-arm territory.
If these waters could talk, they'd say there's a wild inside. Come on in and taste its wildness. They'd invite us to get steeped in the wild ways of the natural world and to leave this planet just like we found it. The thing is, these waters do talk. And if you listen carefully, you can hear them say, "Go wild." Wild caught, wild enjoyed, wild planet.
You need to show up before motivation does. We are told that this feeling is miraculously going to come upon us, but the action is actually what creates the motivation. Just do the workout.
Lace up at nobleproject.com.
Find out who the audience chose in just a little while, but first let's find out who Alfred chose. Alfred, who did you choose?
I chose Norma.
You chose Norma. Left Connection, we always hear both sides of the debate, folks. And Norma's backstage. Let's welcome Norma Sandler. Hi, Norma.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Norma, I'm going to come back and talk to you in just a minute. Hang on back there. I'll be right with you, okay? Why'd you choose Norma? For less than obvious reasons.
Well, I thought that her profession as an art restorer was interesting. And also, I was interested in the way she spoke, and also she lived around the corner.
Oh, so geographically...
She was geographically very desirable.
Good, okay. Tell us what happened on your date.
It was a terrific date. I called up Norma and said that it would be fun if we went out for a very romantic evening. I suggested that we go out to a lovely dinner and then get a bottle of champagne. Then as we were leaving, she went to the ladies' room, and there was a woman there who was waiting for a man who was in the men's room. I struck up a conversation with this woman, and then I thought, oh my, this is not nice.
Alfred, shame on you.
Whoa! Did Alfred tell you about the girl?
No, this is the first I've heard of it.
Well, Alfred,
But nothing happened.
What do you mean nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
What did you, wait a minute. What went through your mind while you were talking to this person? Now, tell the truth, Alfred. What went through your mind?
And how lucky I was that I was with a lovely lady, and that there was another lovely lady that was looking at me.
Did you ever think about getting her phone number or anything like that?
I thought better of it. It crossed my mind, yes.
It's too bad you have the attention span of a 5-year-old.
Then what happened? She came out of the restroom.
She came out of the restroom. We had a lovely drive. We took a bit of a sightseeing tour, and then I suggested that we go to a hot tub. So she asked me if she could wear clothes in a hot tub. So
what did you say, Alfred?
I asked her if she took a shower with her raincoat on. Very nicely, very pleasantly.
Details, Alfred.
No, I'm not kidding. She's a lovely lady.
I'm sure. Well, she certainly is. She seems very lovely from what I can see.
We had a long conversation.
What, hon?
And Alfred told me that his professor advised him to release his tensions because he had exams to pass. I haven't heard that since I was in junior high school.
Alfred, did you really try that on Norma?
This old
sweet
line.
lady, and you told her you had exams to pass?
It's an old line, but I had to use it.
I see. Let's see who the audience picked, okay? Let's take a look over here. Oh, my gosh. Stacy, 55%, as a matter of fact, instead of Norma. I'm surprised. Wow. Well, the audience picked Stacy, and you picked Norma. Would you like to go out with Stacy and let us pay for it?
No, I'm very happy with Norma.
Really?
Thank you very much anyway.
Norma, would you like to come out and join us? Here's your date. Okay, well, sit down just a second. Now, is there, you guys haven't seen each other since your date, right?
No.
You can
Oh,
sit
how you
closer
doing?
together. It's okay. Have anything that you'd like to say to each other?
Well, Alfred, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to put blinders on you, but I would like to see you again.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, whether they pay or not.
All right. That's great. Hope you both, we have a nice gift for both of you. We're going to keep in touch. Let us know how everything goes, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to come right back with another couple in just a minute. Stay with us. All right, we're back, and this time let's meet a man who chose a date from our videotape library. He teaches skiing in Aspen, Colorado. He meets lots of women, and he says it's time to give himself a rest. Please welcome Gary I. Miller. Hi, Gary. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Fine.
Oh, boy. I've always heard that the ski instructors get all the women. Is that right?
It's true. You should, you know, if I could tell you the stories on camera, you wouldn't believe it. So it's kind of,
you
like,
can't tell us the stories on camera?
Some I can, some I can't.
Well, we're going to hear a story tonight on camera, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
Is that why you need a rest, Gary?
Yeah, I need a rest. You know, like anything else, it's, you kind of get tired of it. Teaching skiing is fun, but not tired of women. It's just that when you start meeting women from all over the world, and they want to take you home with them. I mean, I could have gone to anywhere
it must
in
be
Europe.
tough.
And my friends,
I really feel sorry for you. I'm single too, you know. I don't have that trouble.
After this, we'll go skiing.
Yeah, really. Now that we know a little bit more about Gary, based on his preferences, he was shown videotapes and questionnaires of 3 women. Now, we're going to show you a portion of the tapes that he saw. You and our audience, and you at home, too, watch very closely because we're going to ask you to pick the woman that you think is best for Gary. First there was Diane. She's from Los Angeles, who likes to cook, and she has very specific dislikes.
I have this prejudice against teeth that are real crooked or that aren't brushed. You can tell when someone doesn't brush their teeth. And I just have this thing. It doesn't take long to go in the bathroom, put a little toothpaste on a toothbrush, and brush your teeth in the morning. And I know a lot of people can't help it. They have crooked teeth, but it just turns me off.
Next there was JJ. Now, JJ is also from Los Angeles. She loves to drink champagne while taking a bubble bath. Why not?
I like people that like to go out and experience new things, fun things, just be silly. I like to be silly. Being really silly is having a shaving cream fight with someone you like, either in the store with whipped cream or at home in the living room with shaving cream.
And finally, you watched Miriam, also from Los Angeles. She's into scuba diving and backgammon, and here's what she says about her personality.
I'm stubborn. When I feel I'm right or I have a point, I will argue it. And I like a man who won't back down to me, who can handle me, I guess you can say. I'm very strong in my own way. And I like a guy who will fight.
Okay. Now, Gary selected one of those women as his date. Before he tells us who he chose, we're going to show you all 3 women again, okay? First, there was Diane. Now, she's a 26-year-old property manager. Then there's JJ. She's a 24-year-old costume designer. And finally, Miriam. She's a 25-year-old tour manager. Okay, audience, it's time for your voting machine. Now, you've met Gary. You've seen his choices. Who do you think is the best girl for Gary, okay? Here in the studio and you at home, too. Please make your choice now. Okay, in a little while, we're going to find out who the audience picked, but right now, let's find out who Gary selected. Gary, who did you select?
I selected Diane.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
All right. Now, on Love Connections, we get both sides of the story. We ask our couples not to speak to each other after their date, and we keep them apart so that they'll be less inhibited about telling their story. Now, Diane's backstage, so let's say hello to Diane Arnold. Hi, Diane.
Hello.
How you doing?
Fine.
Good. Honey, I'm going to come back and talk to you in just a minute, okay? But
Okay.
I want to ask Gary a couple of questions here. Why did you pick Diane?
Well, she's cute.
She is that.
She's real cute. She's kind of measures up to some of the women that I used to go out with in Aspen, so I took her.
Okay, darling. What was your first impression of Gary?
Well, when he first came there, he kind of like peeked in my bedroom window.
Whoa, what? No, I got confused in the complex, and I was just walking by a sidewalk, and her window was right there, and I looked in, and I stopped, and I said, whoa, that must be her. That must be her from her picture.
So what happened? What happened next, Gary? Tell me about what happened on your
Well,
day.
after I peeked in the window, I finally went to the door and knocked on the door. See, I was 45 minutes late, too.
And she's still getting ready. Give
Yeah,
you
she's
some
still
idea.
getting ready.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So we went out to dinner, and when we got to dinner, of course, I let the whole restaurant know that we were on this Love Connection show. You know.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah, they were real excited about that.
Good.
You know, so.
What happened next?
Oh, I used to, when I go to restaurants, I put chocolate mousse on my face. And this is true. I used to put mousse on my nose.
This is very strange,
When I get bored, I put chocolate mousse on my nose and my chin and my ear as well. I put whipped cream on my nose and on my chin. And I thought that would excite her and get her going, but she just sat back and thought it was a little weird.
Anything to add to that, Diane? Come on, Diane, jump in there and swim.
I don't want to insult him.
What? You gotta understand. Go ahead.
He thinks too much of himself for anybody to really put him down.
Well, Diane wanted to, straight teeth. I got chipped tooth, and she knows that right away. I did that in sports. And the tush, but I wore a jacket all the time, and at the very end of the night...
Tush. What about the tush?
Oh, she's into teeth and tush.
Double teeth. How do you rate, Diane?
Not a bad-looking tush at all.
Oh. I showed it to her at the end of the night. That was a grand finale.
That was literally the end.
That was the end.
And that's how your date ended.
That's how it ended.
With your tush.
Well, no, we went to her house.
Oops.
And then we had coffee, and we had kissed a little bit, and I was trying to spend more time there.
Ah.
And she kept saying no because all these physical problems were coming up.
Oh, so your arm hurt.
Arm hurt, yeah.
Had a headache.
Arm hurt, headache. I could go farther, but I won't. Anyways, I said typical.
Is that right, Diane?
So
Diane? Oh, wait a minute. She's shaking her head no. Diane? Talk to me, Diane.
No way.
Folks, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, I give you at least 3,000. Okay. I tell you what, I'm kind of interested to see who the audience picked after all this, okay? Let's take a look and see who they picked. Audience? Pick Diane.
Diane, all right.
Okay.
Good job,
Well, you know what the score is on the show. If you follow the audience's advice and you want to take Diane out again, or at least attempt to take Diane out
I sure would, because I'd like to make this all up to her.
Okay. We're going to pick up the tab for that if it's okay with Diane. Diane, is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay, Diane, come on out and join us. Here's your date. We have a nice gift for both of you. If you'd like to sit down on the couch while I present you, I'm not going to present you with a gift, but I want to tell you about it. We have a nice gift for both of you. I want to thank you very much for being on Love Connection, and keep in touch and let us know how things go, okay?
Okay.
Sure. Thank you both for being on our show, and that's our show for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more singles trying to make a love connection. I'm Chuck Woolery, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye, everybody.
Some guest on Love Connection will receive one of the following. Jovan Musk. Drop for drop, Jovan Musk has brought together more men and women than any other fragrance in history. Try it today and see for yourself. Jovan Musk. Or a tote bag from Pan American World Airways. Across the country and around the world, serving 6 continents, 47 countries, and over 110 cities. Pan Am, you can't beat the experience. Or a versatile, full-valued 106-channel public service scanner radio. Scan for the action with Regency. Or Uline Combo 19 Ice Maker with 2.1 cubic foot refrigerator. May produce 22 pounds of ice cubes daily using minimum energy. No drain needed. This is Rod Roddy speaking for Love Connection.